YouTube. Woo-wee, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to another Arc of Osiris live commentating stream, I guess we can call it. We are spectating today none other than the White Tigers themselves. It's one of the bigger alliances in the game. They are pulling in about 915,000 power. Pretty crazy stuff if you ask me. I know you guys aren't seeing a single thing at the moment, but this is just momentarily, just briefly, very briefly. What's up, Evo Miko? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, and you're back to seeing everything as it's supposed to be. Crazy weekend. Nothing too much to talk about beyond this arc at this stage. We're gonna get going with this Arc of Osiris, which is gonna be a little bit one-sided. Hopefully we're gonna be seeing some crazy stuff happening as this goes. For now, all we gotta do is chill for the next 37 seconds. Let the people roll in. Let's make sure we let everybody know this is going on. Take one of these and go here. Where are we? Bam. Message sent. Arc of Osiris battle in progress. We can go ahead and take a look at who the opponent is first and foremost. Let's go ahead and go. Good luck. Have fun. White Tigers, you're live on YouTube. Bam. Good luck. Have fun. White Tigers, you are live on YouTube was sent out. I don't really see anything or anyone. There we go. Bam. There it is. Good luck, have fun. And this is when we're about to, in a moment, close this out. I'm only seeing a few, or look, K46. Oh, baby, they are facing K46. What do you know? Damn. This is actually a pretty interesting matchup. The power really doesn't make too much of a difference, in my opinion, because I mean, it is K46. These guys are not to be messed with. This is cool. K46. Bam. That's cool. Except for the fact that I'm only seeing a few of them porting so far. K46 have very strong players. Very strong lineup. They are currently battling it out in the Arc of... Lost Kingdom. They have plenty of competition out there. It's kind of nuts. How much matchmaking power they have? White Tigers have 915 million, and King K46 had 672. I'm only seeing 5 people porting so far, which is very interesting. It goes to show how much the Lost Kingdom means to these guys, considering they've only sent, what, 5 members? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members out of K46 show up for an Arc of Osiris. Is this a thing? I don't believe this is a thing. I don't believe this is a thing. Wow. I'm actually very surprised. Our friends from White Tigers are almost to the full roster. There's about 38 seconds for preparation stage to go down. And it doesn't look like K46 are planning to show up. Another one shows up here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members right now. From K46, we have some strong players, right? Including one tier 5 right there and another potential tier 5 right here. Ooh-wee. I see very little presence from K46 altogether. Huh. Is this going to be a 7 versus 25? There's number 8 coming in. I'm guessing that some of these guys are replacements that are now going to be able to come in. We're looking at 8 against 26 right now. Oh, buddy, this is not looking very good. This is not looking very good. And here I thought it's K46. You know, these guys are super, super strong. They have a very, very deep roster right here. And yet only 8 of them showed up right now, which is weird. I would assume in Lost Kingdom, people would be like, you know, hey, Arc of Osiris is happening this hour, this hour. Let's get a little ceasefire going. Let's do our once in 2 weeks event and then come back for more madness. Everybody has it at the same weekend, and therefore everybody's going to have their 1 hour of Arc of Osiris, or you just give up on the hour, which would be even weirder. Like, why would you? It's an awesome event. It's a fun event, and Lost Kingdom will keep going for weeks after. What's up, Carla? How you doing? I should think the same. Think the same about what? Skipping Arc? 10 members from the red team right now against the 28 from the blue team. Kind of a shame, I think. There's plenty of strong power within K46, and the guys from White Tigers are taking this very seriously too. So you would think that, you know, maybe there will be a little bit of a ceasefire so K46 can go do their thing. But oh well. 11, they're slowly coming in, but this time that they're wasting is precious time. As we can see, White Tigers are already spreading across the map, making sure they catch the obelisks ahead of time, catch their desert alt, have some presence in the desert altar, outpost of Seth. You guys are going to see within the next 30 seconds or so, buildings starting to be occupied. Usually what we see is around the 55th minute or so. You're going to be seeing some action here. It's very hard when you are fighting non-stop and run out of speed ups to heal. I completely understand that, Zihar. I completely understand that. And you lose players when you switch between alliances. I agree. I completely understand. It seems like this is going to be a very common theme in this weekend's Arc of Osiris. Although, as we say that, Kingdom 46 starting ahead. Kingdom 46 picking up their targets first. White Tigers just now picking up an obelisk, about 10 seconds of a difference between the two. I can completely understand why individuals decide to skip on Arc of Osiris this time around. And even more than that, this is why the ranking system is as interesting as it is, because it takes into account your top troops rather than your power. So by losing 1,000,000 troops, you lose relatively less power than it seems, but 1,000,000 troops is super substantial. So with super substantial amounts of troops being taken down, your power will be taken down as well within your matchmaking power, and therefore you'll be matched with something a bit more even. 12 members have showed up from the red team, and it doesn't seem like they're planning on letting this go. It's a 28 versus 12, but still plenty of time, plenty of place, and plenty of things the red and the blue team can do. We are seeing one rally already being set. This rally is marching. Let's go take a look at this rally right here. It is headed probably towards the obelisk of the red team. Probably headed towards the obelisk. I wonder if they're going to use it to break it and to get troops forward, or they're actually going for the obelisk itself, trying to hold on to get it and really do what they need to do. Listen, at this point, the red team against the red team against the blue team, K46 are doing a really good job. K46 are doing everything they need to do in the beginning of the game. Things are going to get much harder for them as it goes, but so far so good. In a few moments we're going to see the altars and shrines open up, and then everything is up for grabs. Your war against JWM last night was amazing. Highs giving JWM a hard time. We are doing our best. Chad, what's up, Ista? How you doing? There's a little bit of a breathing time right now for everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody worked really hard yesterday to get everything done. But that's not the topic of conversation right now. I'll be doing a stream later today, in a couple of hours after this ends, and we'll do some war talk. We'll go look at things and show you guys some cool reports and things like that. But for now, we are focusing on the Arc of Osiris. It's Arc Weekend. It's kind of a shame that Arc Weekend collided with the passes 5s and things like that. But still, it is what it is. Let's make the best out of it. Get Mad, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Blue team is currently marching. They're doing everything they need to be doing correctly. They're pushing forward. They are getting every one of the late targets right here. We're seeing one altar was taken away by K46. If they can pick up this altar as well, it will be a great achievement from them. But Mavericks is not going to let that happen. He is going to take the altar for the blue team. Now there is 3 minutes for the red team to try to stop the first occupation bonus going in favor of the blue team. In the meantime, more red players are showing up. We're now 17 against 28. It seems like they're slowly waking up, but are they a bit too late? Maybe these guys are a few of the backups. I don't know exactly what is going on, but hey, the more of them that poured in, including these tier 5s, the better. There's still plenty of time. Plenty of time. Get mad, I appreciate you. Some of K46 dudes have their tier 5 alts in my alliance. Hey, there you go. What's up, Liam? How you doing, man? White Tigers being a powerhouse alliance. Our whales in K23 transferred there to the White Tigers. All of them, yeah. There have been a lot of movement across the map, but White Tigers are really pushing the boundary here. They had a lot more troops on the battlefield early on. So right now the question is whether K46 have what it takes to come back, because they are on the back foot big time. If everything works out well for the blue team, they're looking at 3 first occupations on 3 altars, plus first occupation on all whatchamacallit, I forgot their name. The shrines, the 2 shrines. I'm thinking Sanctuary from Lost Kingdom. So if you ask me, I don't really think K46 are in this to win this. I think they're in here to try to at least get their points, their solo points, to get the best rewards available based on what they have right now. It's a 17 against 29. I can tell you that if it was a regular Arc of Osiris weekend without Lost Kingdom happening, these two would be duking each other out. And I would not be as comfortable saying that White Tigers have the stronger lead if this was a 30 versus 30. You're thinking this is a landslide win for White Tigers? I don't know if it's going to be a landslide, because I do know K46 and I do know they are very resilient. I mean, look at this. They are already working back on their shrines. They really need to step up their game into here, and you're seeing there is a rally marching its way into the desert altar. If the rally can take this desert altar in the next 36 seconds, everything will be better. Because at this point, they'll be able to block the first occupation bonus by White Tigers. The problem here is White Tigers are very well defended here, and they got plenty of people all across. They're actually going as far as pushing for the outpost of Seth. White Tigers locking in first occupation on most buildings, and you're about to see their numbers skyrocket. Hi Gecko, hi Tigers. Who whales? What do you mean? Who whales? Who are the whales and the White Tigers? Is that your question? Late bloomers, I guess. No, it seems that K46 are too busy in their Lost Kingdom, or just out of troops or something like that. They seem to be a bit too busy in their Lost Kingdom to actually be able to spend the time they need to spend, and the energy and the power and the everything away from their Lost Kingdom into doing this. White Tigers do have an easier Lost Kingdom from my understanding. They are a powerhouse in their Lost Kingdom, so they can afford the downtime to get a good arc under their belt. And you can really see it right here. It's a 17 against 29 with about 3,000 points lead in the first 10 minutes of the match. It seems like we're going to see a landslide, and this can give us a great opportunity to talk about a few things that are coming up into Arc of Osiris. Those of you who are watching the stream are some of the people who either support me or support Arc of Osiris to the point where this interests you still. So let's talk a little bit about what is going on in the world of Arc of Osiris. There is a lot of changes coming to Arc of Osiris. You guys are going to see update 20 is going to make things very much smoother for Arc of Osiris gameplay. And I can tell you that the plan for Arc of Osiris is tremendous. You guys really want to be perfecting your methods and working on your coordination and on your teamwork and on how you set up times and things like that. Because Arc of Osiris is not only getting revamped, it's also going to become very, very competitive. The rewards currently in game might not change, but what you're going to be seeing around the Arc of Osiris as an external potential league, which will include ladders, it will include group drawings, it will include a bunch of all that good stuff. If you guys are looking to really enjoy a competitive aspect of Rise of Kingdoms that isn't necessarily very expensive, as you're not losing troops, you're not losing anything in Arc of Osiris, you're coming in and going out, it's really gonna get very cool, and there's gonna be more coverage, more wide coverage, more extensive work on Arc of Osiris once this first Lost Kingdom is over. So you guys really, really want to perfect your method. As we expected and predicted, White Tigers are just gonna run away with it at this point. And K46, I think all they're gonna do is just gonna really try to get their 10,000 points to ensure that they get the maximum amounts of rewards, which is still 5 commander sculptures, legendary commander sculptures, that are worth it in my opinion. It's better than nothing. But hey, the 18 people that showed up do deserve a little bit of the credit for being here and fighting and doing what they need to do. Beep is really looking to at least pick up some kills, get some things done. These guys are rallying cities already. Irish Templar 13, a tier 5 player, taking a rally with tier 5s in it. 1.2 million total in there, plus a solo march hitting it. Is it gonna burn? Probably. This is looking bad. This is looking really bad. I don't think K46 came in here to win. I think K46 came in here to lose and take the 5 sculptures. I think that's their decision, which is a little bit of a shame. I think that I'm going to be casting a few Arc of Osirises that are going to be like this, which is going to suck, really. Lohar as a garrison captain. Yeah. I'm assuming this guy has his troops outside. Yes. You can see right here. This is the Richard Charles that was here previously. And once Charles went out, it just defaulted into Lohar. When the rally first hit, this was a Charles. But then he pushed his Charles out and it became a Lohar. Arc is expensive as hell. Are you crazy? You need a lot of speed ups. If you're not healing, you need normal speed ups, and heal time is insane. Gilly, heal time is important, and healing is only important if you're actually in a situation where you have to heal. I can tell you that I've almost never healed in Arc of Osiris. Almost never healed, and I never had issues losing troops. Never had a point where I was like, oh damn, I'm out of troops. You just have to have enough troops to be able to compete in Arc without having to heal. So the healing aspect is important, but you can get away from not healing if you have enough troops available, essentially. You don't have to heal every time. 5 million tier 5s does the job for Nora heals. There you go, Hexa. Get mad. Hey, Gecko, I'm about to migrate to Kingdom 1181 to another kingdom. I'm 2.1 million power. About to unlock tier 4s. Which kingdom should I move to? That's a good question. It doesn't have anything to do with your power or with it doesn't have anything to do with your power, really. Find people you like to play with that are on your level and keep war and go with them. If you're just looking for a kingdom, a random kingdom, it won't work out. Try to join. You're welcome to join my Discord group, which is in the description down below, and ask there if anyone is recruiting people. It really depends. It really depends on what you're doing. I wouldn't recommend you to go to a X server because it makes no sense. You should get to know people there before you migrate. Get mad. You just have to. Oh damn, Justin calling you out. Get mad. Well, it looks like White Tigers are just really gonna go nuts with it. Yeah, get mad. I really recommend you to meet people, right? Meet players, meet people within your level. Maybe you end up getting into a sub-alliance that belongs to a bigger alliance, and then from there you grow your way to the main alliance. But don't just go somewhere. What's up, Vishesh? How you doing? We are currently commentating a very sad Arc of Osiris. Very sad Arc of Osiris. Very sad Arc of Osiris. Not because any side did anything bad. It's just because it feels like, it doesn't feel like K46 cannot afford right now to play on Arc of Osiris, which makes sense. It makes sense, you know? Damn, he is getting swarmed. He is getting swarmed. Where's this guy walking to? Oh, back to the camp. Levini is still alive, but barely. He is about to get a boatload of kills. And Dutch is gone. Damn. Is Solmar participating? I did not see him, but we can go check it out. Let's watch Beep burn first, which is gonna be pretty cool. Cause hey, King of Armenia here. Big shout out to King of Armenia for letting me know about this arc, even though it was a little bit of a flop, but still, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for inviting me to spectate and commentate Arc of Osiris for you guys. Was surprised that you held the flag so nicely versus JWM yesterday. Hey, what's up, Andreas? How you doing? Thank you. I don't know why you guys are too surprised. We've been talking about fighting back for a little while now. It's not that we didn't know what we're going up against, and it's not like we didn't know what we need to do. So a lot of people seem surprised that we're holding on. But first of all, nothing started yet. I think last night was just a little bit of an appetizer by both sides. Not only by us, but also by JWM. I think this is just the beginning. And secondly, oh, and there he goes. Damn, he lost a boatload of power right there. Whoo-wee. Let's check out if Solimar is in. I don't think Solimar plays much. I've never seen him on these things. I never have. Okay, he's not in here. What about here? He's not in here. What about here? He's not in here. What about here? He is not in here. And what about here? I don't think he's here. Yeah, I definitely don't see him. I definitely don't see him. Because they got much more tier 5s. Yeah, that is true. That is true. They haven't used their full force just yet. And having more tier 5s doesn't mean you have more players that know what to do with those tier 5s. I'm not saying that they don't have a huge set of players that know what they're doing. But still, that's another point to make. I'm waiting for more surprises that you told Ronnie about. There is plenty of things coming. There's plenty of things coming. If everything works out the way it should work out, you guys are going to be in for a treat. You guys are going to be in for a treat this Lost Kingdom. But I'm not entirely sure yet how it's going to pan out. We're hoping that there's a few surprises on the way. Sully was in the last arc, very humble guy. I've never spoken to him before. I hear he's a really cool guy. I've never spoken to him before. I've had the opportunity to have some awesome conversations with a bunch of really, really cool players. Players who are super, super big players who spend a lot of money on the game and have this stereotype of these douche whales, but they're mostly 99% of them really cool people, including the ones who are a little bit of douches. They also have their reasons too. The gate battle, yep, that sounds about right. It's good to see a good battle rather than one-sided match. I agree. I think if you ask me, that to a certain extent, JWM are looking to enjoy the fight rather than run us over. Because they could just as easily push harder than they did. And they pushed very hard. I'm assuming that they had people asleep, that they had people busy with Friday night. You know, it was Friday, it was Saturday, like weekend for families and stuff like that. I think the action will pick up more and more as time goes by. Can you march through an enemy gate? No, Justin, you cannot march into the enemy gate, but what you can do is once, let's say, one march, you hit a march and then the march keeps going back, you can get dragged into the area, but you cannot cross it yourself. So all these guys pushing out, they are targets for white tigers. And if they really want to pick and choose people out of here, you can see this march is getting dragged. You see this march getting dragged right here? So that march, these two marches are in, but they're in because they are following this one march right here, which dragged them in, and they got lucky enough that nobody in K46 really paid attention to them. So they're going to be able to march out. We're literally just talking about it, and bam, someone gets dragged in. I just had a typo in my comment. Rip me. Where? What typo? It's just a small typo. It's not that big of a deal. Look at this guy getting pulled in as well. And he wants to get pulled in. He's going after Beep like crazy. He wants to get pulled in. This is their leader. Very, very smart, very cool player. This guy's also trying to get pulled in as much as possible just to get himself some targets. They're looking for solo hits. Like, look, he's standing right there. It's like, this guy's almost making it to the camp. How hilarious is that? This guy's legit almost making it to the camp. Yeah, this is just going to be gatekeeping right now. Just trying to get them 10,000 points and get the mark. Does this Arc of Osiris over with. These going to be Ghost Kingdoms after most KVK. There are going to be a lot of Ghost Kingdoms after KVK. I think that there is a huge... I think people are making a huge mistake. There is too much I want to win and too little I want to compete. So it seems that most Lost Kingdoms are very one-sided because the one kingdom just had the pull to get in as many tier 5s as possible. It doesn't always work. You can see Lost Kingdom 7 really got destroyed just like that. Kingdom 51 against Kingdom 50. But it's just, I'm lagging for you. Get mad, refresh the page. I'm looking good on my end. Nothing from my end. You can win free Mightiest Governors. Master Rich, probably, yes. If you can find the right kingdoms, you could probably win a couple of Mightiest Governors just like that. Next stage of KVK will be continent versus continent, right? Makes sense if you check the Twilight info. No, Andreas, there's gonna be a shuffle in the matches in Lost Kingdom. So the first Lost Kingdom is the middle of every continent, and from there on, I would assume they're gonna do one of two things. They're either gonna shuffle the continents around, so now a continent won't be like continuity wise. There's gonna be, and this is why they did it in smaller groups, right? So Lost Kingdom 1 is gonna pair up with the rest of Lost Kingdoms all the way to 9 or 10, I think. And then there is the rest of them. And what they're gonna do is they're just gonna reshuffle the kingdoms within the continents. That's what I think that's gonna happen. That's what I think that's gonna happen. It's not gonna be continent versus continent just yet. It's not gonna get that far just yet. But it's definitely gonna shuffle up things, and we're gonna have more matchups and new exciting things during the later stages of Lost Kingdom. The question is which alliance you stick with to the point where your alliance will always be ahead. And it's a huge problem, right? It's a huge problem because K50 and JWM, these are two alliances that have unlimited resource. Some of their players have unlimited resources. So by unlimited resources, I mean they have credit cards that they are very happy to max out every single day, max purchase every single day if that's what it takes. So let's run a random scenario just for the sakes of it. So later, get mad. You have a good one, man. Take it easy. Right now, High versus JWM. Cool. So some people came into High. Some people dipped because they want to win and they don't want to compete. So they went to an alliance that's on the top of their Lost Kingdom. So let's pretend for like a moment that White Tigers right now take a bunch of people and they win their Lost Kingdom. Fantastic. Next Lost Kingdom, they go up against JWM. What happens now? Does the whole alliance bail out and go somewhere else to fight something else to be ahead? Do people start spreading around looking for new alliances so they can stay at a top tier alliance? So there's a lot of questions about how the game is going to evolve from here on out and what the real meaning of an alliance is. Because if people alliance hop to win Lost Kingdoms consistently, within every couple months they swap kingdoms, swap alliances so they can be in the top tier of one certain Lost Kingdom, then your alliance means nothing. It's just it's a vessel to win Lost Kingdoms. And that's not going to be healthy for the game. So I don't know. We're going to have to see. We're going to really have to see what happens. The thing I like about High is that the core of High, the guys who were there from day 2 of Kingdom 58 are still there. And a big part of them are some of the opposition decided the ex-opposition of Kingdom 58 decided that they want to troll High during their Lost Kingdom, which is really, really petty. But people are petty, so it is what it is. Regardless, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. I can tell you that I have a few plans on what I'm going to be doing with my accounts. Both my accounts are going to be doing some things. My primary goal is always content over anything. That's why also I'm still in JWM in High. I mean, quite honestly, you have to be very, very brave and highly kind of stupid in an extent. Like it's a good stupid. I'm saying that about myself too. To see the train wreck that is this freaking thing and stay on the other side to take the punch. You know what I mean? But I like the fact that I'm taking the punch, and I was in that flag all night long. I have reports out the wazoo from that flag. I have reports out the wazoo. And just, oh crap, give me a second. And just like that, Karok. Sorry, chat. The problem with streaming is that I cannot stream from my High account because what the heck happened? Because I cannot show you guys like strategy and things like that and things that we're doing. But I can't, hold on a second. This thing is so messed up. It's crazy. All right, so I need this. Oh my goodness, game. Huh. Okay, we good, chat. Sorry about that. I cannot show you my view from High because I don't want JWM to watch. So if later on in the stream, which by the way, I'll be streaming after this arc is over, I'm taking like a 2-hour break and I'll stream instead of at 4 p.m. Usually I stream at 4 p.m. I'll stream at 5 p.m. UTC, and we'll go from there until I don't know when, based on the war and based on whatever is going on. So I'm gonna take a quick break to eat, to take care of some things, and then we'll do that. But yeah, I won't be able to stream from my High account. I'm gonna be on the Jumper account. We're gonna spectate on here, and I'll be playing on my phone because yeah, some Lost Kingdoms are just unfair. We got matched against an alliance with 4 billion power. Master Rich, it can never be fair, especially when migration is a thing. Because then anybody can migrate anywhere and tip the scales at any point in time. Do you think that K50 was as big and as strong and as insane as it was? And even like as it was as big and as insane, but it wasn't as dedicated to go after Kingdom 51 as it has been as of late. And it was just because of one small situation that happened that changed, that tipped the scales and made them want to go against Kingdom 51. So fair is a very harsh word, Master Rich. The world is not fair. There are rich people, there are poor people. Some people are dying of hunger right now while you might be sitting in your AC'd house, sipping on a beer and watching me stream. So the word fair is very, 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 very loosely used in this game. And I don't think Lilith Gaming created a situation that makes it unfair. I think that the players figured out how, based on the mechanics, to tip the scales in their favor. What are the rewards for winning Lost Kingdom? I can show you once we're done, Vishesh. There's a bunch of cool rewards, including rewards for individual honor points, alliance honor points, and kingdom honor points. These are the top 3 categories for winning. And there are, of course, other achievements that can give you better rewards. Your KVK One Kingdom recruited a king to come fight for us on Discord. I don't know what that means. What's up, Sihang? How you doing? Yeah, Kingdom 53 is also 4v1. Yeah, boom. I feel you on that one. To fight against you. What king was that? Like a king from another kingdom came in, gave up on his alliance and came for you to fight you guys? What a shame. Misfit Lion King. Misfit Lion King recruited a bunch of people. They recruited a lot. They did a lot of good work. The guys of 93. They have so much power in Kingdom 93. It's crazy. Do I know any kingdoms that are dead? I have no clue. I've never even thought about keeping an eye on that. Master Rich, just keep in mind that winning one or 2 mightiest governors is worth staying stuck in a dead kingdom for a month. What's up, Chiskel? Yeah, you did not miss much at all. I don't think there's going to be any good arcs this weekend. I think everybody's going to be too focused on their past 5 and stuff like that. Everybody is in their... I mean, it's 17 against 29, and people never even showed up. How you doing, man? How are things on your side of things? I know that the situation out there wasn't too pretty. We had our first encounter last night. Ugh. It was not pretty. It was not pretty. I'm considering once many kingdoms are dead. What's up, Promise? How you doing, man? Love you too. I think, let me check. When is Mightiest Governor started already? You guys were holding for a while though. That one flag we held, and I think they picked up another flag after that, and that's about all they did. I think they got like 2 flags last night. Yeah, we held for a long while. I went to sleep after like 10 hours of straight rallies. I'm looking to see Mightiest Governor starts tomorrow. I might just push some infantries. Really, it's a game of infantries. It's a game of infantry when it comes to defending a flag. You should have been getting insane value on defense as long as you keep it full. We kept it full. We got insane value, but so did they. It's impossible to get insane value against someone who doesn't have value for value. You know how this goes. I mean, hell, at some point, Lewis from JWM sent 4 marches, solo marches, full tier 5s against the full flag. Lost like, I think, 200,000 tier 5s. I don't think it hurt him. I don't think it hurt him at all. Yup. Yep. Yes, we are, Chis. Yes, we are. We need to get back on our duo casts at some point. Gotta wait till this Lost Kingdom madness goes away. We gotta talk about that too, because there is some things you and I should know. You should know that we should be working on. Can't talk about it on stream though, but I gave a little bit of a sneak peek on what the future of Arc of Osiris is, and there are a couple of things we should do to be ready for when the overhaul of Arc of Osiris happens, that we're ready. You were planning to cast White Tigers, but you thought it was tomorrow? Oh, well, there's that. Yeah, you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. I have a question. Minamoto is a good commander? Yes, promise. Minamoto is the cheapest. Minamoto is the cheapest legendary commander to max out, and you'll get insane value out of them through every single phase of the game. If you tell me, listen, I'm a brand new player, I made it all the way till me maxing Minamoto when I'm City Hall 6, is that okay? Thumbs up. Perfect. What do you think about France? Using my free civ change for 3%. 3% troop, what's that? 3% troop training? Let me check really quickly. I don't remember what each civilization does by heart. Troop health by 3%. Wood gathering and hospital healing speed. Are you... It's not attack, it's health, right? It's 3% health. Are you planning on being... Are you in a place where you have insane amounts of war that you cannot... You have to continuously keep healing? Hook 'em? Because if you are, then maybe... But if you're not a huge... As Chisco says, if you're not a huge spender, if you don't consistently need to heal, you can get better bangs for your buck with other civilizations. I wouldn't go with France personally, unless you're really, really going crazy. About to hit Lost Kingdom past 5. Ooh, interesting. And how strong are you? How many troops do you have? What kind of a player are you? Are you a spender? My Minamoto is level 40, max skills. If my Minamoto is level 40, max skills with 128k tier 5 cavalry and Cao Cao, is this OP? It's not OP, but it's where you want to be. Minamoto and Cao Cao early on. If you get later on Khan and potentially freaking Saladin, then awesome. But Minamoto and Cao Cao early on with plenty, it can do you very good. Personally, I see people using Cao Cao ahead of Minamoto and Minamoto ahead of Cao Cao. It really depends what kind of juice you want to get out of them. People prefer Cao Cao ahead for the mobility, so they get more speed on the battlefield, which means quite a lot. Others prefer to put Minamoto at the front because he is maxed out early. And therefore they probably spend more levels on him and get him to be a stronger commander early on. If you ask me, if you're early on in the game, having Cao Cao in the back with Minamoto at the front, if your Minamoto's the strong guy with a better tree, then sure. But you should be pushing to replace their positioning, having Cao Cao at the front and Manimoto in the back. The problem with Mina Cao is that they're squishy AF, but just as they are squishy, they are fast enough to come back and do and be the body that comes in again and again and again. And honestly, one of the things that I need to remember, and it's a very important point, is that some players are in the beginning of their game, so Minamoto and Cao Cao are the only best available choice at that point in time. Once they get a bit more veterans in the game and they get the Khan spin the wheel, they get the Richard available, they get their YSG available, they start seeing some Saladins on AMG. Now you're starting to get yourself into a point where you can start playing with your Minotaur to replace that squishiness for something a bit stronger or a bit more utility based, right? Minamoto's not cheap. You need to buy VIP to get him maxed out. Promise, trust me when I tell you, there is absolutely no cheaper commander than Minamoto. VIP 9, you can get your VIP 9 very, very quickly. If you do the quests, the main quests early on in the game, which is get your expeditions and level up your city and hull and all that stuff, you're going to get a bunch of gems early on. Strictly putting them after you run out of the 2 builder scrolls. If you're not VIP 6 by then, sticking into VIP gems is not a bad thing, considering you want to keep the 2 queues of building consistently. And then from there, going to 9 is not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. It is work, but it's not that expensive. Try to get yourself a Tao at $6 a day, guaranteeing you between 1 and 10 sculptures, and you have to get 690 to get them maxed out. So you got to buy that thing, best case scenario, 69 times, and worst case scenario, 690 times. Divide that, multiply that by 6, and tell me how, honestly, even if you get 10 sculptures at a time, you end up at 69 times 6, which is $414. You can definitely get Minamoto for less than that. Definitely. I've been playing around with Sun and Bay bars. Try to see how much AoE I can deal. That's not a bad play to make. You should always keep an eye on your AoE. Fan AoE is a little less efficient than it'll be less efficient than a circle YSG, right? But still, if you're keeping an eye on AoE from very early on and seeing how you can maximize your efficiency with it, especially inside buildings. Inside buildings, AoE is OP as frick. If you haven't seen Chisco's video about it, go check it out. I'm going to talk about it in my video of the JWM versus High fight as well. But keeping an eye on AoE is always good early on. A lot of us, like veteran players, quote unquote, those have been here from the beginning of the game, did not give as much credit to AoE early on as we should have. Now the cheapest legendary would be whatever the hell her name is. I don't think so, Vishesh. We don't really know how many medals she will cost, so it might take you forever to max her out. We also don't really know, and she's also not very useful for fighting, right? Unless you're using her as a secondary for her slowdowns. You are definitely going to get a better bang out of your buck from a Minamoto than from her, that's for sure. Is she still going to be technically the cheapest one to get? Yes, because you can get her for free. So technically you're right. But he is the cheapest, most efficient, I guess. Because there's nothing that can compare to him. Try to get a freaking Hannibal Barca, and let's talk about that then. Freaking level 14 VIP out the wazoo. You bought VIP 9 for special privileges, then I maxed it out. Well, if you're already at VIP 9, you should probably make your way to VIP 10 so you start getting your daily sculptures. That's the thing. If you're pushing for 9, I don't really know how much more is it? Like 30,000, 50,000 more points for VIP 10? You get 6.2 thousand medals a day, 6.2k medals a day with 70 expeditions completed. 150k, screw that. That's still worth it, by the way. You are guaranteeing 1 legendary sculpture a day every day for as long as you log in. Is there an order in Mightiest Governor? Yes. Saladin. What was it? It's Saladin. Charles. El Cid. And who else was there? It used to be Julius, Charles, El Cid. And now it's Saladin, Charles, El Cid. I think I forgot one commander in Mightiest Governor. I'm not 100% though. But there's no more Julius Caesar in Mightiest Governor. According to Lilith, at least. But then again, they've told me so many things that then weren't true, so I don't even know anymore. But I'm pretty sure that Saladin replaced Julius Caesar. In Master Rich, if you want to know which Mightiest Governor is at what kingdom at what time, you got to go into that kingdom and figure it out. That's the thing about finding a dead kingdom too. I wonder if this game will ever expand into water combat. Probably not. Probably not. It's a pretty standard thing for games like this. Infantry, cavalry, archers, siege, build your city all the way up to 25. These are very cookie cutter standard things that most of these games have. It's very rare that you'll find a game that goes out of that realm. And if games go out of that realm, it's for one of two reasons. Either they were too easy early on and they had to expand to make things a bit harder so it becomes more interesting to keep doing it, or they just listened to the whales and kept pumping up so the whales can keep pumping up. And I know a game like that. That good luck to you to get to City Hall 25, and guess what? There's like 30 City Halls. And the only reason there's 30 is because the whales complained that they wanted more. And so they made it ridiculously expensive to get to 30, and then made it a bit easier to get to 25, and now all the whales are at 30. And if you're not a huge spender, I know someone in that game, which I won't mention which game it is, but I know someone who went into a test server, was given unlimited resources a day to test things and to play the game mechanics. And even with his daily quota of stuff in the test server, that guy still couldn't get to level 30 for like 3 weeks on the server, playing every day. Can you imagine if I give you a developer gives you a server, gives you like bonkers amounts of things that you can test stuff with, and you still don't get enough from them to like insta-max level 30? Yeah, a game is... hooey. What's next after KVK? Farming tips? I have no clue, Master Rich. We're going to go back to the daily stuff. We're going to go... There's going to be more contests. There's going to be more events. There's going to be more things. Everything is going to get revamped. iSim, it's nowhere near over. It was just one night. It's nowhere near over. Sihang, he got everything. I'm telling you, he got everything. Speed ups, resources, everything out the wazoo. So one thing to point out is that this is a rematch between White Tigers and K46. They played last time around. King of Armenia sent me a screenshot. Look at him. He's actually watching while playing. It's kind of cool. And there I am right there. But this is a previous thing that they had against K46. So it seems like this rematch is not going to go this time around. Hopefully they'll rematch again and things will be better next time. Do you imagine how much you need to spend to unlock tier 5s? In Rise of Kingdoms, believe it or not, and you guys are going to take me as like, you guys are going to say one of two things. Either I'm full of poop or I am defending the devs. But listen, Rise of Kingdoms is not as expensive as a lot of people think. Yes, it is expensive. You guys see I have no tier 5s. But I've seen much more expensive games to get to that top, first of all. And secondly, getting tier 5s is not the hard part. Because to get to tier 5s, it's a long journey. But then the problem is really maintaining and growing those tier 5s. Because you guys have no clue how many resources it takes. A full hospital of tier 5s is more resources than a lot of people have in their bags right now. So here, enjoy the tier 5s, but you won't be able to do anything with them without upkeeping them consistently. So getting those tier 5s and even training tier 5s is not the most expensive part of the game. The most expensive part of the game is, okay, I have crossed the bridge of being a whale instead of a dolphin. I got to maintain myself as a whale. And a lot of people who spend the minimum it takes to get tier 5s find out very, very quickly how hard and how much of a bag you're going to need to be able to sustain your tier 5s, which is one of the reasons why I never push. I have not pushed tier 5 for tier 5s. I have a full bag of more resources than most of you can even think of. And more on like 800 days worth of speed ups from like 250 days worth of hoarding. And I can push for tier 5s and it'll probably happen for the sake of making the video. But maintaining those tier 5s is probably not going to happen. I will probably be training tier 4s and tier 5s and sending mixes of tier 4s and tier 5s rather than full tier 5 marches because it's too expensive. What's up, JWM Monster? How you doing? It's a big unexpected bonus. Sea-Hang, it's a trap. It's a trap. It just makes it harder for you to come out of it later. So keep that in mind. Don't let your hospitals fill up. Vishesh, free-to-play players will never be competitive against pay-to-win players. If you don't understand what your role is as a free-to-play player within an alliance, then you're dreaming. Came third on your last Midas Governor, burnt all your speed ups. Congrats, hey, I hope it's worth it. Which kingdom is White Tigers from? Kingdom 39. How's my day? My day's been fantastic. I actually literally got back from my parents 10 minutes before this was on, made the thumbnail really quickly, and I was like, stream, and then this. So it's sad, but still. I'll be streaming in 5 minutes, right? 2 hours and 5 minutes from now, I will be streaming again. We're going to do a proper stream with not an Arc cast, but we'll do like a High versus JWM. Look at a few reports, do a few things. I'm going to leave a little bit of the stuff for the video that's going to come out. Kingdom 51 seems devastated. A lot of tier 5 players are leaving. Yeah, Sim, they did. It happens, you know. Nobody wants to stay stuck in zone 4 all of Lost Kingdom, you know. And K50 will not let K51 come out. So I don't blame those guys for wanting something better. I don't think it's K51's fault either. I'm pretty sure that, you know, it's the first time Lost Kingdom happened. They got the very unlucky situation of being a corner kingdom against two kingdoms that can choose to go after them and chose to go after them. Not to mention the sizes and strengths of those kingdoms. So yeah. Mid Squared, I will eventually remember your name. Mid Squared, I'm streaming again in 2 hours. In 2 hours, a regular stream. So you guys are going to want to be here for that. This is just an attempt on an Arc cast, which didn't work out very well. This is what we casted most of the cast. Yeah, honestly, let me tell you guys really quickly in 3 minutes how the state of this game should be for any type of player. You got to understand that in an alliance, there can't be only whales. If there are only whales, then everybody has A, an ego, B, wants to get first, C, want to not gather, not do the tedious work that's part of the game. Free-to-play players and even low spenders or medium spenders who take their time through a game are very important to an alliance's balance. An alliance has to have a certain amount of whales, a certain amount of medium-sized players, a certain amount of small-sized players who are loyal to the alliance and are team players. So those loyal players are the guys who are going to send the tier 4 marches with Joan and Cleopatra to the battlefield and just go as far in as possible so that Joan and Cleopatra proc, Joan giving buffs and Cleopatra healing the whales. That's how a free-to-play player should be working with their team. There won't be ever a state in the game where a free-to-play player can compete against a pay-to-win player, period. A free-to-play player is the support player of the AD carry, if you guys watch League of Legends. It's the guys who do the grind. It's the guys who do the events that require the alliance to get a certain amount of barbarians or forts or things like that. It's the guys who supply the resources when needed on, like, in wars. It's the guys that send the tier 4's bodies just to die out there. Free-to-play players and medium spenders or even low players are very important in a game, in an alliance's balance. One of the most crucial things that we're seeing happening again and again in Lost Kingdom is these alliances that are stacking with whales and have very little medium and small loyal players. That's a very, very important thing. Can you get a bit closer to the mic? Oh, sorry about that. I slowly and steadily went back with it. My bad. Thank you for saying something. So yeah, if there is a place where you can get your alliance to have a moderate amount and understand what to expect from every player, then everything will be better. We have a tier 5 player in high that lost his nuts off yesterday in filling up the flag consistently. And that guy did not complain once. Half of his tier 4s went out the window. And honestly, I mean, even what did it go for, right? We lost the flag still. We lost the ground still. It went for the freaking team. And that's why he is in high. That's why he's in one of the top alliances in the game. That's why he was there when we grew. Before all the migration and all that, we were the 3rd strongest alliance in the game. When migration happened, everything went out the window. But there is a reason why 2 free-to-play players have grown in-house. Because they were doing the grind, the dirty work, the things that the whales don't want to do. And that's very, very important. Low level players, even medium players, are just feeding tier 5 troops on the battlefield. What do you mean feeding? So the numbers on kills are growing for the tier 5 players. And those low and medium tier 4 players are filling up the flag and giving enough time for the tier 5 player in your alliance to march back to his castle and get another march in the flag before it burns. That right there is everything. I held yesterday with 4 marches the flag by myself, eating dog poop, while our tier 5s walked out and walked back in, and that's how we held one of the times. So it's super, super important. It's super, super important. GG to Kingdom, 39. Beep from 46 got the most individual score. That's good for him, at least that. Massive, massive blowout. Nobody really showed up from K46. Kind of boring. Let's go look and make sure that White Tigers all got there. Let's go. GG, guys. Oh, and then I pressed backspace in it. B from Chisco's Alliance is now a JWM. Khalil, it doesn't surprise me. It does not surprise me. A lot of the players that are tired of losing want to win. And when you go into JWM, when you go into K50, when you go into Misfits in K93, you're pretty much guaranteeing a win. White Tigers, you're guaranteeing yourself a win. You're not looking to compete more than just win. I pressed backspace again. Last night, those Jones died in seconds on the battlefield. I don't agree with you at all. I saw a couple of Jones by JWM with tier 4s holding very, very well against on the battlefield. By the way, battlefield fights are not fights. Battlefield fights are Hold on a second. This is why, by the way, I don't pay too much attention to the 1v1 test videos or this guy's better than that guy and here's why. Unless you are doing it in a battlefield in certain situations, everything is crazy. Hey, what's up, Deathstroke? Yep, I was in here for a little bit. We went on. Ooh, since I'm in White Tigers, I get the freebies. Kingdom. Woohoo! Occupied a Crusader Fortress. Cool. Oh, I left before I picked up the freebies. Haha. What's up, Arkle? So yeah, when will you upload your KVK videos? Next week, starting on Monday, the first video will come out. I was there, but no problem. I was there too. I saw one JWM march holding next to the flag while the rally was hitting the flag, and that thing held for a little while, and there were tier 4s in that. I understand what you're saying. The battlefield is not a place where you can help with tier 5s versus tier 5s. No tier 4s can do anything in an open field combat. But we're talking about defending flags. We're talking about city passes holding and things like that. That's really where it matters. That's really where it matters. And those tier 4s then can come into fruition. And honestly, I'm assuming you're from JWM. You guys and us sent tier 4s both into the flag and to the rallies all night long. So it goes to show that those have some use, you know? It's not just tier 5s versus tier 5s. Anyway, chat, listen. I'm about to head out. Let me go get some food, chill for a moment, breathe, get things done. And I'll be back in about 2 hours-ish from now. Mark your calendar, 2 hours, Kingdom 39, mid squared, Kingdom 39. Big shout out to White Tigers for inviting me to cast their Arc. I apologize to you guys, chat, that this wasn't the craziest Arc to spectate. Thank you for being with me and for keeping me company through a relatively boring Arc. Come back later. We're going to do some KVK stuff. Hopefully there's going to be a little more action coming from JWM's side and from our side. You never know what the day will bring, but yeah, I'm keeping my eye on everything on the phone. And we guys, we're going to spectate from the jumper. The big account will not get anything appearing in here because we don't want to reveal anything to the awesome people here from JWM who are spectating, because there are a couple of you. There is a few of you. Very nice people. I have nothing against JWM, by the way. Some of the guys in there are really, really cool peeps. So, hey, it's a lot of fun. I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Take care. See you in 2 hours. Put an alarm on. I'm going to make sure to remind you on Discord as well. Come join the Discord. All that good stuff. I'll see you sooner rather than later. Take care. Peace.